It is the first day of June, 2022, and this is GatorBites. I'd like to start off this edition of GatorBites with a question, and I want you to seriously think about it. Okay, here it is. So how committed are you really to Jesus? And what kind of person do you want to be remembered as one day? You know, millions of people are just wandering around in this life. No purpose, no direction, many of which don't want a purpose or direction. And unfortunately, I think there are quite a few in our church, in this church, who also aren't as serious about their purpose or direction, but are actually content to just clock in and attend things. Not everything, but whatever the church may be doing that fits their schedule or that is convenient for them to pop in for. No push in the bones, no drive in the spirit. No real spiritual ambition to have an impact for God. You know, I'm in a unique position to know what I'm talking about here because I know the flock. I know the sheep in the flock. I know who comes to church and who doesn't come. I know who participates, who volunteers, who's involved, who's present, and who's not. I know who's on fire for God and building up His kingdom the best they can. I know this because it's important for me to know. You know, there are quite a few of us here at Campus View whose Christian mindset fall among the many within mainstream Christianity. Of course, we wouldn't say it, but we embrace Christian mediocrity. Will you make it to heaven if you're that person? I don't know, probably. There's a good chance you probably will. I can't really speak for anybody other than myself. But sure, you'll probably make it. But there are plenty of scriptures that warn against being a lukewarm Christian, warn against being complacent or idle. You know, maybe you'll just be enough of what you need to be to make it in. But is that who you really want to be? You know, I have been in the ministry now for almost 25 years, and I have loved it. It has not been easy, but I've loved it. I've been a disciple for 28 years, and I'm a flawed man. My nature is to be independent, arrogant, prideful, and yes, even lustful. You know, these are things that I have to keep in check every day I'm alive, and I have fallen more times than I can possibly count. I am sober to the fact that without God and without the church, I am a condemned man. I have no marriage, I have no family, I have no boundaries. Without God and without His church, I have no shot in this world. I am sober to these facts. I'm also sober to the fact that it is my duty and my obligation to fight to be 100% committed to Jesus. Let me phrase it another way. I understand that my duty and my obligation to Jesus and His body, the church, is supposed to be at 100%. Not 50, not 75, not 90, but 100% committed. And not so I can make it to heaven or so I can be saved. I am saved, which is why I strive for 100%. I don't do it to be saved. I do it because I am saved. We should all have this mindset. We have such an amazing family here at Campus View, but I don't believe that we're living up to what we could and should be. You know, quite a few of us are absent and not around that much. You know, we have quite a few who attend, but you're not really engaged with the body or the Great Commission we've been given the charge to take on as disciples. And we need you. The church needs you. Your neighbors need you. The community of Gainesville and the surrounding areas, they need you. Yeah, I know you got stuff. You got marriage stuff. You got family stuff, kid stuff, financial stuff, struggle stuff. I know because I got that stuff too. But all that stuff is harder without Jesus. And it's more difficult without His church and without us engaging in the purpose that Jesus gave us to spread the gospel. You know, the world is full of nominal Christians, churchgoers, but not church doers. You have been given the purpose, brothers and sisters. You have been given the direction. Be a man or a woman of impact. Love what God has called you to. Engage in it. Re-engage in it. Be that person who is remembered one day as the person who made a difference for God in the lives of others. So again, the question, how committed are you to Jesus? So we are all transitioning into our new community groups beginning this week. If you don't remember which community group you're in, click on the community group link on the homepage of our website and you'll see a list of all the community groups there. There will also be a list of emails for each community group leader. If you have not yet contacted them or been in touch with them, please email them as soon as possible. We need to make sure that everybody is connected to their community group leader and their new groups. Community group leaders, please work it out with all of your people for the best times and locations to meet as you guys move forward. Brothers and sisters, I am so sorry that I did not get to preach my lesson this past Sunday on Isaiah chapter 40. I was really looking forward to it, but the nasty cold season knocked me on my behind. And so I was unable to be there this past Sunday. A special thanks to Josh Lund for stepping in on such short notice. You did a great job, but hopefully I'll be able to preach my lesson on June 12th. And this Sunday, Randy Summers will be closing out his Father, Son, and Holy Spirit series. It's going to be awesome. Brothers and sisters, we need you. Teens, you are needed. Campus, singles, young marrieds, we need you. Marrieds with families, empty nesters, widows, widowers, every member, if I have forgotten you, we need you. God has you here for a reason. I hope you don't forget that. Have a great day. Have a great week, everyone. And I will see you next week on GatorBites.